What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Card Podcast. We are excited that you are here. I don't know why I was rubbing my eye.
I was about to say, you look extremely exhausted. You don't look like you want to be here. What the hell?
I'm tired, but this is like amping me up right now. Like I'm getting into it, you know? So, today's episode, we wanted to talk about something that I think we've dabbled upon. We've touched upon in the past. We haven't directly addressed, which is skills. Like important things you need to know in life.
The first thing I think about was skills. I think of RuneScape and all the,
RuneScape.
The skills you could build, like, your agility, melee, attack, defense, fletching.
It's like, range. I think of, Fallout?
Magic.
Fallout,
yeah.
When you, like, the specials.
Like
yeah, when
my dad played that, not me.
When you increase, like, one category all the way. Have you seen those memes?
No.
Where it's like you increase your strength all the way, but you have no endurance. So then you just like...
Makes sense.
You take 2 steps and you have to go to sleep. It's like, you're not going to make it.
I have friends like that. Friends, strength through the roof and endurance. Shit.
Well, you're going tonight to play some basketball.
Yeah, I got to work on my endurance.
Well, you don't do cardio traditionally.
Nope.
You only do basketball.
Yeah, I refuse.
Well, basketball is cardio, though.
That's what which is fine.
It's like
if someone says,
sprints.
let's go for a run, let's go for like a 6-mile run, it's like, let's fucking not. Let's just not. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. So there's one skill that, before I get to the skills, don't want to get ahead of myself. The first thing I want to address, which might be the elephant in the room, if anybody listening has been noticing our release schedule for podcasts, we talk
about our release schedule so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. We talk about it a lot.
This isn't our fault.
But that's the thing. We haven't talked about it in a while because we haven't had to. We've been releasing pretty regularly on Mondays and Fridays and haven't had any problems until now. Now we have an issue where 2 Mondays ago, we didn't have an episode, right? And that Monday, we recorded a special Marvel episode that we went through all of the different Marvel stuff in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, dabbled upon the comics, talked about what's to come, theories.
Had so much fun recording it.
Oh my gosh.
One time.
One time? Two times.
Yeah. It's a great first take.
Yeah, greatest first take in history. So we recorded that episode, and then it corrupted. Like it just wouldn't work. And then we were like, that's fine. We'll take it in the teeth, and we'll record it and do it for the next week, which was this past Monday.
It was a great recording. Great take.
Great first take. It corrupted.
Yeah, again. Honestly, I think Disney has something to do with it. Disney's like, we're not letting you give out all of our spoilers because we spoiled a lot of shit.
Yeah, we did.
And then Doctor Strange shit on the file. No more
episodes. So yeah, so that was 2 weeks of the same episode we recorded twice. Failed both times.
So we'll try again because we got some new stuff.
Yeah, we have some stuff coming in the mail. Hopefully we can stop recording on the computer. But until then, this is going to be hopefully our last episode
with Yeti mics.
With Yeti mics, which they're great, but they're Yeti mics.
Yeah.
So I'll probably put them back with the gaming setup.
I'm going to get a mic stand. I have my own mic stand for those that watch.
I know. I've kind of commandeered this.
Yeah.
The whole time
that
we've
one's
had
going
the show.
into retirement, though.
Yeah, it's going to be retired. It's a little blue. I'll put it back with the gaming setup because then and only then can I have a dedicated boom arm for that. But we'll be matching now, so hopefully the audio will sound even better than it does now, and we won't have any more problems with dropouts. Anyway, back to the issue at hand, which is important skills that we may or may not have lost access to over time. One that we were talking about before the show was tying a tie.
Tying a tie.
You can tie a tie.
I can tie a tie. Like I said, it'll take a couple of tries to get the length right. I can tie a tie, though.
I mean, I just think it's one of those, and of course, you may be listening.
Can you tie a tie?
Yeah, of course I can tie a tie.
Oh, well, sorry for asking.
Absolutely. I went to Cotillion.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, never mind. So for those of you who are listening and are going, well, that's stupid, tying a tie, like, doesn't everybody know how to do that? Or, well, that's stupid, why would I need to know that? I just think it's important. Like if you're in a pinch and you're heading to an event or something,
like your wedding,
and you're getting ready, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, it's about to be game time, and I need a tie. I don't know how to tie a tie. And then you've surrounded yourself with people who do not know how to tie a tie. You're resorting then to YouTube, which we'll touch on later as a little subtopic in this. But anyway, that was the first thing we thought of, was like tying a tie. Because I, from a young kid, my dad was always like, you need to be able to tie a tie.
I mean, we don't have to talk about YouTube yet, but just because you brought it up, you know that YouTube's the second largest search engine aside from Google.
Really?
YouTube is used as a search engine to do things.
I did not know that.
Compared to Google. Google's obviously number one, but YouTube's number two.
I do use YouTube to search how to do things, but I didn't think it would be like that big.
No, yeah, it's like the second largest search engine.
That's
if I'm not mistaken. I heard that somewhere.
Wow, fancy. Good job, YouTube.
Yeah, no
also
owned by Google, so Google's
so basically it's just Google.
Yeah, it really is just Google.
It's Alphabet.
But where did you learn to tie a tie? I guess when did you? Okay, hold on. Not your first time tying a tie. When did you? What event or like what made you master tying a tie? Like you've done it so many times. Like, oh, I can just do this naturally now.
Well, okay. So I learned how to tie a tie, obviously, as any young man should, from my dad.
Of course.
He was getting me teed up, ready to go for, I don't know, whatever event that I was going to, whether that be like a middle school dance. It might have been the middle school dance.
Maybe.
Like in 6th grade. Because I don't think before then I wore too many ties. And if I did, it might have just been like a clip-on.
Yeah, I used to. Clip-ons were great. Clip-on bow ties. They
still
were great.
are.
Yeah.
I think to earn the respect of others, to be able to wear a clip-on again, you should be able to at least tie a regular tie.
Can you tie a bow tie?
Definitely.
No, I can't.
Really?
I can't tie a bow tie.
Okay.
Never once even learned.
Ellie doesn't like bow ties as much as ties, like traditional ties. So I have not been able to wear a bow tie.
Divorce her.
Hey, you're not the only person to tell me that, for other reasons.
Oh, great.
No, I love you, babe. But yeah, it's always strange to me where it's like people come in and they're like, oh, I don't, do you not wear a bow tie because you don't know how to wear it? Or do you not know how to do you not wear a bow tie because you don't know how to tie it?
I don't know how to tie it. I'll wear the clip on.
Or no, did I just say the same thing twice?
I think you did.
Do you not wear a bow tie because you don't like it? Or do you not wear a bow tie because you don't know how to tie it?
I wear both. I mean, I worked at Provinas. We had to wear a bow tie. I wore a bow tie 5 days a week.
Was it a clip-on?
Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Yeah. But I learned how to, I learned how to do both, except not tie a bow tie, but learned how to tie a tie when I was working at New York Prime, because I had to wear a tie every single time I went into work.
Oh, nice.
So that's where I had to learn. And that, I think, I could sit here, don't even have to look at a tie, and I could probably tie a tie. I don't know if the length will be correct.
Tie.
Yeah, traditional tie.
Yeah.
I don't think the length will be correct because I have to, mess with that a little bit. But yeah, I can do it probably blindfolded.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, and it's sick.
Dude, because there was a long time where I had to do it in the mirror. But anyway, let's move on to the next lost skill. So I wrote this down. So living in the wilderness, and you looked at that and you went,
yeah, I can't do
gross. So I was an Eagle Scout. Not to flex on everybody out there.
Not to flex.
But I was one of those nerds that sold the popcorn. And
that shit scared the hell out of me when I was in Cub Scouts.
Well, that's the thing about the popcorn sales is I hadn't found my voice yet at that time, so I wasn't very confident. So the door-to-door sales concept was a little weird. I think it is to any young kid. It's kind of like jarring.
Yeah.
To like, oh, here, go to this random person's house and sell popcorn to them. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's tasty though.
Yeah, it was great. I was always pissed off that the Girl Scouts could sell cookies because I feel like that's much easier to sell than popcorn.
Oh yeah, that kind of sells itself.
Yeah.
We got stuck with something that's like, you could just buy it at the grocery store.
Grocery store and taste the same.
Yeah.
You can't buy Girl Scout. Can you buy Girl Scout cookies at the grocery store?
You can buy
now,
some other like off-brand, but the Girl Scout cookies, that's where they're at.
Yeah, I was pissed.
So there's a book, and I don't know if you had to read this book, but it was a required reading for me, and it was called Hatchet.
No.
Okay, the premise of the book is this, and it's a true story, which is also another layer of creepiness. So, and also they made us read this book. It's kind of very out there. So this kid was, I think, flying between parents on like a little like small charter plane, and the pilot had a heart attack mid-flight. Didn't know how to fly.
Nice.
The kid obviously doesn't know how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have enough time to figure out where to go. He has to just put it down somewhere where he can kind of just lay it out.
Yeah.
Or like just try to keep flying forward because he doesn't know where to go. He ends up choosing to put it down, and then he puts it down on this lake, like this small natural lake somewhere. I can't even remember where it's based, but he puts it down, and the plane is like in the middle of the water and like beginning to sink, and like he grabs as many things as he can, and he goes to the shore of where he crashed.
He just leaves his dad?
No, it's not his dad. It's just like a pilot
Oh.
from a little charter plane.
Oh.
He was going to see
His, okay.
like I think his parents were divorced, and he was flying.
I thought his dad was flying. I thought you just said that was flying the plane, had a heart attack, and you're like, oh.
No. It was like some old pilot guy.
Okay, gotcha.
So he was old and like died. And so then he gets to the shore, and as a smart kid, he doesn't move. Like he stays next to the plane. He doesn't start wandering out into the wilderness. Because, it's like your mom always told you when you were at the mall, hey, if you get lost, stay where you are. And it's easier to find you if you stay in one place than like just keep moving around.
Yeah.
And so he pitches camp, has a hatchet. The story's called Hatchet, but he has like one tool, which is a hatchet, and starts like making a shelter and like going for food and making a trap and all this stuff. And it's just, his basically experience surviving after that crash. And eventually, at the end of the book, which if you're not going to read it, spoiler alert, just heads up, he ends up getting enough courage to eventually go back into the plane that's like sunk, like in this lake. So he's like swimming down, and there's of course an air pocket in the plane. And of course, this old guy is like in there, has been rotting, right? And has been eaten by the fish. Mm-hmm. So this old guy's just in there, and he has to get this safety bag. And he grabs this bag, and he's like looking through it, this like, whatever, I crashed SOS bag, and he finds this coil, and he like extends it and turns it on, and he's like, is this like a radio? And he's like, it's not working. He's like, it's been in the water too long, it's broken. So he just chucks it to the side. One day later, people show up and save him because he accidentally turned on the safety beacon.
Yeah.
And he had been there for however long, like weeks. And I was like, dang, dude. But I think it's important. You never know when you're going to get stuck in the wilderness.
I'm just not going to fly anymore.
Well, definitely don't fly small charter planes like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, because Abby...
And don't fly helicopters. Rip Kobe.
Oh, well, yeah, rip Kobe. Pour one out. But my sister's boyfriend is becoming a pilot, right? So he's going through flight school now. And he's flying all the time.
That's cool as hell.
Which is cool. Yeah. Okay, so you say it's cool.
No, it's cool to fly. I don't trust anyone else, though. I mean,
if you did it,
yeah,
would you trust yourself to fly a plane?
Yes, I would. Right now?
Oh, I mean, no, you don't know how to fly, but
I feel like flying a plane would be a lot easier if they didn't have so many buttons. Like why do they need all the buttons?
Well, okay, so that's another problem.
Let's just go and they give me a steering wheel and boom.
All the pilots, these disappearing planes that have happened. All of those pilots had missed certain trainings, and they'd been relying on the autopilot of the plane instead of like knowing full well how to take control of the aircraft. So I'm like, well, lesson learned. Looks like you need to train them up.
Turn left, turn right, push, go down, pull, go up.
What is that, inverted on the joysticks?
On the joystick, it would be pull down, goes up, pull up, goes down.
Yep. Push up.
Yeah, but if you're like, I'm pretty sure if you, a little push up, bro. If you have the thing in an airplane, if you push it,
it goes down.
And if you pull it,
it goes up.
Yeah. See, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
We're saved if
up is up, down is down.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, obviously we can fly a plane now. Boom, done.
Yeah, I don't see why they have all these buttons and stuff like stupid. Like,
it's like Neo in the Matrix.
Just give me a light switch to turn things on, off, and then,
you're ready to go.
Yeah, give me a gas pedal. Cool.
Gas pedal. That song, by the way. Remember that song, Gas Pedal? Gas pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, throwback. I hated that song too. Okay, so here we're getting into the list here of lost skills. So these are just a list of good skills that have been lost over time. I can do some of these. You can do some of these.
Stick shift.
Okay, we'll start with stick
that
shift.
part because I feel like we were just talking about driving an airplane. Let's try it. Let's get simple.
Drive a car.
So I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to drive a stick shift.
I know the concept. I've never actually done it physically. I know the concept of it.
Okay, describe to me the concept of driving a stick.
So the way I think of it is, because I looked into getting a motorcycle, so it's very similar to shifting gears on a motorcycle.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, you can start in first gear or neutral. Obviously, you're not going anywhere if you're in neutral. Put it in the first gear, you go. It depends on your RPMs. It depends on how, in the speed, of course, so which you're going. You got to keep an eye on that. So I'd say when you get in between, 5,000, 6,000, boom, you need to shift down to second gear or shift up to second gear. Then it goes down, and then you can start traveling faster and faster. Gets into that range again, boom, you shift until it's steady, like you're going the speed you want, and it's steady in between, 2 to 4,000 RPMs. You want to go slow down, you start hitting the brake or whatever, you're going to start seeing your RPMs go down. You don't want to go below 1 because otherwise it'll stall.
Yeah.
And then you got to shift down, so then it shoots your RPMs back up, and then you just let it, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so obviously the RPMs, my reference frame for that is a little off because I've never driven or researched stick shifts on motorcycles.
Oh, but it's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah.
No,
there's some new ones that do all that for you.
Do you real quick, just on a motorcycle, is of course you have the clutch on your left hand. But so think about it. It's a peg, like your foot peg. You don't shift gear. You don't have a shifter, obviously. You use your foot. So if it's level, it's in neutral. To go to first gear, you got to go down a click. To go to second gear, you got to go up 2 clicks. So it's neutral, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess they don't want you to go neutral to jump up to a third gear on accident or something. Maybe. So it's to start it truly, you have to go down.
Well, what I think they did is because what they want is, so if you go all the way down, you're in first gear, and then the way to get to neutral, you just go up 1. So you're in it. Whereas if you think you're in neutral, if you clicked all the way down and you think you're in neutral, and then you accidentally hit the gas thinking you're in neutral, but you're actually in first,
right? Okay.
Boom, you screw yourself up. So if you go all the way down, you're in first gear, and then if you want to get to neutral, you got to go up 1. So that way you always know where neutral is. Exactly.
I like that.
I think that's
of course we're describing this, but if we
don't do it.
Yeah, we don't do it, and nor will our significant others allow us to. Maybe yours will. Mine won't.
Bella will. Bella wants me to have a motorcycle. My mom won't. But
of course the mothers. That just seems like a hard sell to begin with.
But the motorcycle I want, it's the live wire. It's the electric Harley, and
those are so cool.
You don't have to shift gear.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So,
dude, the electric Harley. I actually looked into those. I have looked into electric motorcycles. They're freaking
cool.
sick.
They're awesome.
They're sick.
The live wire, it looks like an older kind of bike, but it's electric, and then it's nice and simple and minimalistic, and you don't have to shift gears.
Hey, Mom, I know that you listen to this show. Please let me have a motorcycle.
It's only $35,000.
$35,000. Oh my gosh, seriously?
For a motorcycle, yeah.
No, I'm out. Nope.
No, I'm not out yet.
I'd get a tattoo before I bought that. Okay. So here's another one. Speaking of cars and driving, and just to establish, yes, I can drive a stick shift. I drove a 1997 Jeep Wrangler since the day I could drive till last year.
Yeah.
And I passed my driving test on a stick shift, and I got 100.
I think I got a 98. It's because I took a left turn and I went over the yellow lines as I was going left.
No.
You don't go out and left. I went like an angle.
Oh no! You just took it too sharp.
Yeah, I took it too sharp of a left to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And he's yeah.
And you were still in that parking lot area, you were still.
No, I was leaving the parking lot to go onto the main road.
Okay.
And he said take a left, and I took the left, and instead of going out and then going, I just started taking a left as I was going out. Dang,
because you could have technically clipped the person that was in, maybe that first lane to turn.
Yeah, I don't know what it really was, but either way, lost 2 points, 98. I'll take it.
Dang it. Yeah. I won't even talk about anybody else because they will be embarrassed if I mention it. Okay, so how to change a flat tire?
Easy.
I learned how to do that when I was a Boy Scout.
I'm going to be honest. I learned when I got my Genesis coupe.
Did you pop a tire and had to?
No, it's just I started doing everything on that car by myself because I didn't trust mechanics because I didn't want anyone touching my car. So anything, and I'm not kidding. I rotated my tires by myself.
Okay, that's fine.
Changed my oil by myself. Change your oil.
Of course.
That's another important thing I think people should know how to do.
I've never taken it to the shop to change the oil.
I will say this much though: they are making it harder and harder to change your oil now in these cars.
Really?
My Honda, I'm just going to go into the Honda dealership and let them change my oil. all my oil changes though on my Genesis, I did myself.
Okay, yeah.
Completely.
So with the Jeep, I pretty much did all the oil changes.
You don't have to lift it up. You just get under there. That's what's nice.
I just get under it, twist it off, drain into the tub.
Yep.
And then once it's all out, go up top, unscrew the oil filter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on top. Take it out, pop it off, change it, put it in. Once it's drained, screw it in.
Oh, okay.
Fill it up.
Oh, so your oil filter's on
up.
top. Both or mine are always on bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like you pop the hood and it's right there.
That's
just unscrew it and then screw it back in.
It's beautiful.
It's like takes me 15 minutes to change the oil.
It would take me like 30 minutes because no matter what, I had to jack the car up. I had to go under. I had to get one of those tools to wrap around the filter and then get the filter off because it was always too tight. And then
mine's not one of those like all-in-one filters. Mm-hmm. It used to be for my old Jeep. Now it's like an insertion filter. So you just insert it, pop it in, and then plug it back in.
Oh, it's not one of the screw-on ones?
Not anymore.
It's always so satisfying, though, for whatever reason to me, to screw it on and then... I don't know why it was so satisfying, but it was.
Don't cross-thread it. Did your dad ever get on to you about cross-threading things when you were a kid?
I cross-threaded the oil pan lid once, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then my oil, it was leaking. I lost oil quick, and then I had to get a new one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, so my dad, when I was younger, shout out Dad, what's up? He would always get on to me, not get on to me, but like as a dad does, to say like, you don't cross-thread it. Did you check? Don't force it. Don't force it. So very constantly, and now even still today, I'll go to screw something in, and I'll start screwing it in, and I'll go,
don't cross-thread it.
Don't cross-thread it. And I'll unscrew it and screw it back in again.
Yeah. Do you have any, speaking of which, what's it? I don't want to say it's OCD, but like paranoia about things like turning off the stove and like double checking the stove is turned off when you leave. Even I have that all the time. No. I did it before I left because I knew I cooked on the stove this morning.
Really?
And then I literally leave my house and I was like, oh shoot, I just want to double check to make sure that stove hasn't been on all day. I run in, tap them all, and then I leave. Because if I leave without it, I sit there and think my house.
Touch them all?
Yeah, I touch all of them, make sure they're all off.
So is yours induction? Is it electric or is it
gas?
Gas. It's gas. Okay. So here at the apartment, we have electric, right? I wish it was induction. That'd be cool. Do you know what induction is?
Are you talking about the wrought iron?
Huh?
So like at North Ave, they had wrought iron stoves where it's like a spiral of an iron, and then it just uses electricity to heat up, which I assume is still electric.
So, okay.
Technically, yours is a glass electric.
Yes.
I don't know induction.
So induction is it doesn't get hot. It can be on high, and you can touch it, and it's not hot. But what it does is you put metal on it, and it through electricity or like whatever the process is, through induction.
That's smart.
It heats the pan up itself.
That's genius. Whoever came up with that.
Yeah,
why doesn't everyone have that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It just seems safe.
A lot of people don't need or don't like cooking on inductions or electrics because they feel like they don't have a feel for the heat. Whereas like gas, they can kind of like.
I hate gas. I miss my electric. I miss my electric in North Ave.
But the short answer. Since I have an electric stove with the coils, right, I'd never question it. Like, I don't even think about it. Because if I leave it on, it's just going to be hot when I get home.
Whereas gas-powered. Sometimes also because you have to ignite it, so you could be letting gas out the whole entire time, and then one spark, boom.
Boom, done.
Yeah.
Toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
freaks me out.
Not a concern yet, but I'm sure in the future will be, especially when I have kids. Okay, here's another one. In the kind of the same vein as stoves and whatnot. Home maintenance. Well, obviously, you don't own a home.
Yeah, no.
I don't own a home yet, but I've done maintenance things around the apartment.
You've done a lot of stuff around here. You fixed this table, kind of.
I did.
Slightly.
It's better than it was before.
It is a lot better than it was before.
It still needs some work. It's some good old elbow grease. But when we moved into the apartment, the dryer wasn't drying fast enough. So I went in there, went behind it, and I was like, oh, the dryer tube that the exhaust
the dryer exhaust.
I'm
gonna straight pipe it.
I'm running a V8 on this dryer. No, it's the dryer vent. The dryer vent tube was pinched, so somebody had pushed in the dryer washer combo into the wall and pinch the tube. And then also, I'm sure there was a lot of like lint in there as well. So I pulled it out, went behind it, took the tube off, went to Lowe's, got a new tube, came back, reinstalled it, pushed it in, changed it, and did the whole thing myself.
I'm sure stuff like that, yes. I mean, I could hopefully figure it out.
Or like a pipe burst or something, like you just turn the water off, let the water drain, do the twisty thing around the burst, shark bite on both edges, good to go.
Sure. I'll call you.
Give me a call. Give me a call. I'll help you out.
Yeah. Simple maintenance, maybe. Stuff like that, no, probably not.
Because and this is one thing I want to touch on before we go into the latter half of this episode. There are apps now of like home maintenance. Like you can call a guy to like, hey, can you come fix my sink drain or whatever? And that would make me feel so demasculated.
If you asked, yeah.
And I'm there. What if I'm there? I'm in the house with this guy, and he's coming over to just like do something that I could totally do. Like you could pay somebody to come hang your TV for you.
Yeah, that's easy though.
So that's easy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying how demasculated would you have to feel to like, oh hey man, that's easy. Yeah, I totally could have done that. I just didn't have the time.
Not at all. Frankly, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be demasculated.
Really?
No. I'd be cool. I'd be like, hey, if you need help, ask my wife.
Get out of town, dude. I would feel embarrassed that I didn't know how to do that.
If it was something ridiculously simple, if I was like, oh yeah, our sink's not working, and came in, and he's like, oh,
did you try turning the handle?
Did you try turning it on? Then I'd be like, oh fuck.
He kicks it.
It's funny. Bella called me relatively recently, and she called me like 3 times on our first day of work at Home Depot, and she was setting up her monitor, and she's like, how do I get the monitor to turn on? I was like,
is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in? She's like, oh. And then she's like, how come I see the same screen on both of them? I want them like, extended. I was like, go to settings and extend your screen.
Yeah,
Don't do mirror.
It's literally one.
It literally says mirror or extend screens. Yeah. She's like, oh.
Tech stuff. And that's her job, right? Is like
Excel.
Being tech savvy. Well,
nope,
still,
not really, but yes. Okay. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Sorry, babe.
Oh, that's
Had to
okay.
call you out.
Well, anyway, now that we insulted your significant other, your lovely girlfriend, we will send you to the second half. And this is a Friday episode, but we will extend this, do double to make up for the fact that we didn't have the past 2 Monday episodes, but we will see you right after this. Okay, and welcome back to the second half of this Friday episode. We're going to give you a little extra juicy bits here. And sans the halftime show, because, listen, we reserve that for Mondays. But just a quick plug, go check out mancardpodcast.com. We got these dope mugs. Go check it out. The guy I work out with, Jeremiah.
He bought the crop hoodie?
No.
Oh, shit.
But he brought the crop hoodie? That's pretty gender specific. But he's really looking into those like colored hoodies.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably do a giveaway soon. I think I'm going to order another batch of cool stuff, of cool swag.
Swagger.
So be looking out for details on that. So on to the next skill
on the list.
On the list that is lost. If you didn't hear that, I was waving around the paper. So come to YouTube and check it out. Read a map. Can you read a map? If I gave you if I dropped you somewhere, gave you a compass, and gave you a map, could you make your way back home?
Compass and made my way. Yes, probably. Made my way back home. Yeah. How far of a drive?
How far of a drive? You mean how far of a walk?
Oh, if I had to walk back home?
I'm not giving you. I drop you in the middle of the forest with no landmarks, and I give you a map. And I give you a compass.
And I don't know where I am on the map?
Nope.
What the fuck? Nothing. No.
Dude, give me a break. Come on.
All I know is I'm going in one direction for a long time till I find something.
Well, here's the best way. And this is how I learned how to do it with Boy Scouts.
You start yelling help.
You literally piss your pants.
Start screaming.
Start screaming into the nearest tree hole that you can find.
You just whip out your cell phone and call your... And say, hey, where am I?
Hey, bro, can you come pick me up, dude? Where are you? Let me drop a pin. Dude, cell phones have ruined survival skills, I think, for everybody.
It's ruined a lot of things.
It's ruined every single thing.
I mean, it ruined it for Gabby Petito's husband, right? I mean, like, they found her real quick. Yep. So, If he didn't have that cell phone.
Is he still on the run?
I don't know. I don't even care anymore.
I haven't kept up with it.
Anyway. There's so many people that are missing, and they're prioritizing that one just because it's a juicy story. It's just stupid. They should prioritize all of them, but whatever.
Yeah, prioritize all of them after they've been defunded. Never mind. Okay, moving on. So, reading a map. Mm-hmm. The way I learned how to do it with the Boy Scouts is you have the compass, right? And there's like red in the shed, and then you move your body, not the compass, until the red is in the shed on the map, mm-hmm. and then you line that up with the compass rose on the map, mm-hmm. and then you're looking at the map as it is in the real world, mm-hmm. right? The landmark issue comes with you have to work backwards. So you go landmark on the map. So I want to find a landmark that I can see on the map here and find that. Something like a mountain or like a curve in a canyon or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you say, okay, I'm going to find this, maybe get high, get onto a hill, look around. There's not really a best way to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems relatively standard.
It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. But I bet your ass if I dropped somebody down in the forest, gave them a compass, gave them a map, they would never come home.
Well, here's the thing. It depends on where you really drop them. You got to drop them near civilization of some sort.
No, but I mean like if I dropped you in the North Georgia mountains, right?
Yeah.
You're never coming home.
That'd be rough.
You know what I mean?
That'd
like
be rough.
They would never be able to make it back.
Yeah.
Like if I dropped you 5 or 6 miles from a road, just not a big road, just a road at all, and the road is on the map, I would be concerned people couldn't find it.
You have to climb a tall tree.
Very tall tree.
Yeah, very tall tree. The tallest tree.
The tallest of trees.
Damn.
So the next one on the list here. So, okay, more of the story. Let's both go out. Let's drop ourselves in the woods and see if we can come home.
Yeah,
I'm going to drop... we'll do a challenge. We'll see who comes home first.
Yeah, we'll do some naked and afraid shit.
Naked and afraid. That's on the website. Go check it out, maincarpodcast.com. Okay. Play poker.
Oh, I know how to play poker. You know firsthand I know how to play poker.
That experience kind of pissed me off.
Yeah. No, it should.
Not because you came back and won a lot of chips in the end, but you left.
I had to. Y'all wanted to end the game, and I was like, you know what? I got to go anyway. I was like, I'll take my winnings and leave.
We weren't trying to end the game. We were trying to freaking go all night, dude. And you were like, no, I got to go. I got to go play baseball.
Hey, I took all
and your car ended up exploding. So,
thanks to
jokes
Bella.
on you.
Yeah.
Thanks to Bella. Yeah, because she was driving.
She was.
Just a little bit of tea. But yeah, okay. So I think poker, like social poker, is a good skill. I'm not saying like professional poker or anything.
Yeah.
But being able to, play some hold'em. Just some simple games. Some blackjack.
The only thing I don't like about poker, I don't like how long it can take.
Oh, forever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially
it's enjoyable for an hour or two, but like when you get in like 3 or 4 hours, it's like, then people get bored and like, okay, I'm all in. I'm all in on a 2-pair.
That's why I think there has to be like a third level. Like there's got to be like you're playing poker, you got some drinks, and then maybe something's going on in the background as well. Like, and I think the thing we were missing last time is like if we were doing like a James Bond marathon and we had that kind of playing in the background. We've all seen the movies. You can stop for 30 seconds and watch a cool scene and then like get back to the game.
Yeah.
But I feel like if there's too much like people that are not invested in the game, then it's no fun because then you're like, oh, hey, dude, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Like every 3 seconds.
You just got to up the stakes. That's the thing. You just got to get people like bet enough that they care.
Yes, true.
Because so like I play fantasy football, and every time I play fantasy football, I'll play like with my coworkers and we'll do like $20. And then like there's gonna be weeks that people don't even look at it; they just don't care. And then like whoever's playing that team that didn't care, they're gonna win because obviously the other guy didn't care. So I now do fantasy football with a bunch of my friends, and we did like $100 buy-in because obviously people care about losing.
Do you do punishment league? So
I think punishment league would be great too. I think we should have added that, but I didn't think of that until after we started, and it's a little late to invoke those.
A little late now.
Yeah. But
you'll get them next time.
But I mean, think about it. We're 10 players, $100. I mean, you could potentially win. Second place gets their money back, so you could potentially win 800. Technically, get 900.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and so people care. So people are actually trying to play and trying to win. Like I check this shit every Thursday, every Sunday, every Monday. I'm on it.
I could see if we did.
Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Okay. No, today's Friday. My bad.
Oh. Today's Friday.
Yeah.
We're not recording this ahead of time. This is live. This is live shit. Okay. Hi. Good to see you. I think that a good $50 buy-in for poker. It's a good middle.
How many people?
I don't know, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I say 6 to 8. No more than that. More than that's just
6
nuts.
to 9.
Yeah.
With the boys.
50's good. I like 50.
50's good because
50 because you get what? I mean, you get 8 people. Boom, you got $400 there. You could win.
That's pretty good.
350
in one night.
Yes.
Oh, are you playing the second place gets their money back?
No, because technically you put in 50, so you don't win.
Yes.
You're 50 back. I mean,
no,
you technically
never
win 350.
Yeah.
You never win the money you put in. So yes.
No, always go to Vegas with money you're willing to lose.
Of course.
Okay, so play poker. That's very important. Okay, the next one on the list is throw a punch.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't think I have it. I don't think I've ever thrown a punch.
Not even out of like a boxing bag, punching
No.
bag. Really?
No, we have a boxing bag.
You've never punched a punching bag?
No.
Bullshit.
Not like for real. Maybe like
So like if let's just say I came up and I was not me. Let's just say not me. Some dude comes up and like shoves Ellie ground. You gotta
No.
buck her up.
I would do something. But
well, you can't like just hug them and you gotta start swinging.
Let's just say if I start swinging, it's not gonna look pretty. I'm saying like know how to properly throw a punch like with some power in it. I don't think I'm equipped to do that.
Well, listening to Joe Rogan and watching a lot of that stuff, let me just say the jab totally underrated.
Really?
So underrated. You throw some jabs in there where like because everyone's trying. You get in a street fight with somebody, they are trying to throw haymakers. They are trying to. Every single one is haymaker. They're trying to knock you out.
Yeah.
You set that stance and you just get jabs in every time. Just think about like just a quick punch, real quick, boom. That's going to hurt people after a while, and then you can like daze them a little bit. He says jab completely underrated. Learn the jab. It's so quick.
Yeah, that's
no one
what.
Sees it coming.
What's his name? Mayweather. Mayweather's pretty good at the jab.
Yes.
Very quick snake jab.
Yep. And that's all you need.
Because he's short too, so he can't do these big reaches.
Yep.
Just quick. I mean, maybe I'm more equipped than I think I am.
Yeah.
But I've never been challenged to the point where I have to fisticuffs with somebody.
They also say the newer fighters, people that don't have that much experience, prioritize quickness over power because I mean power you can start swinging as much as you want. I was in a fist fight with one of my friends, but he didn't land any punches on me. He's a big dude, but every time he was trying to throw the haymakers, but I saw it coming every single one.
Yeah.
Every single one he tried to throw at me, like I saw it come in, it's just like a duck or like just a move. Whereas like I hit him twice, and literally both the ones I hit were like little jabs.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't get
and
serious or anything. It wasn't like a one fight. No one got knocked out or nothing. We calmed the hell
Mitchell
down.
Peters doesn't lose.
Yeah, I don't lose. But if you prioritize quickness, you can land punches. And if they're not powerful, no matter what, a punch is a punch. You're going to, like, if you get them to the face, it's going to start hurting. Whereas if you start just throwing your power, you're going to get tired. You're probably going to miss a lot because if they're somewhat quick too.
I just want to, you know, these are to be separated from the microphone, not to be on them, right?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yours
is touching.
Plosives.
Yours is all over.
I know. Mine's bad. Mine's not good for it.
Well, I'm basically back to what I was saying. Is just be quick. Don't go for power if you're new. Once you get more experience, you can do both. So there you go. We take notes. Quick. So if you ever get in a scuffle,
that is not what your significant others will tell you. Be quick. Never.
No.
Anyway, next one that I can't do, definitely can't do, and I don't think you can either. Pick a lock.
No, I can't.
I think in the future, when shit hits the fan, I mean, come on, you're gonna have to be able to pick some locks.
I think it'd be cool as hell. You need all the little tools for it.
Yes,
because there's no universal like trick to pick every lock.
So there's this YouTube channel called The Lock Picking Lawyer, and he is a goat in the world of
picking locks. That's cool.
And he probably has like thousands of lockpicking videos, and they're only like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes long. I would recommend looking them up because they're so cool. It's not necessarily training about how to pick a lock. He's more picking locks to show that locks have weaknesses, if that makes sense. So he gets like a master lock that's rated 10, and he's like, this has a lot of flaws. and he'll just like stick something all the way in the back and twist and like it opens or
Yeah.
whatever. Or he'll like hit the side of a lock with a hammer and it pops open.
Yeah, there was one I saw that it was a safe, and all he did was get like a industrial magnet that was really strong.
Yeah.
And he just put it to the side of the safe, and the safe, since it's all magnetic, the lock just went to the magnet and then
Popped
boom,
open.
open.
Dang.
Super easy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Noted. We need to get some neodymium magnets.
Yeah. Ones that'll kill you if you put two.
Put two together.
Yeah.
Ooh. Make sure you hold them away from down south.
Yeah.
That would be unfortunate. But
Gosh, that would...
like imagine you're in a situation, right, in the not so distant future, and you have a door, and on the other side of the door is supplies, weapons. I mean, whatever, like a trove of items you need.
Bust down the door.
Well, I mean, will you
Leg
bust down the
kick.
door?
Boom.
But I'm saying like it's a metal door. It's a brute metal. Like you're not going to be able to bust it down necessarily.
You don't know me. You underestimate my power.
Ugh. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I have the high ground, Anakin.
Don't try it.
Don't try it. No, so good, dude. That movie. So many memes from that movie.
My favorite
But it's like,
movie.
but you're gonna need to pick that door.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, that's another skill.
I'll just pick another door.
We should look into it. You know, look into trying picking locks.
Just buy the equipment. I mean, I think
it's pretty. I feel like it's
standard.
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's illegal. I think some lock picking sets are not legal.
Really? The
Yeah.
set? Just to buy the set is illegal?
I don't know. We'll have to look into it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm watching too much TV.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is, and this is a more social one. So you've picked the door, and now you're there with all your friends.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Yeah.
I'm here to mix drinks.
Yeah.
Can you mix drinks?
No, I can't. I mean, I know how to make...
What's your go-to drink? What is it? Whiskey neat?
No. God, no. My go-to drink is the one that I don't taste the alcohol. So whatever one that is superb.
I think-
like, honestly, something that would be as simple as like ginger beer and vodka together or something like that. I don't know.
Moscow
Something-
Mule.
Yeah, Moscow Mule would be great.
Yeah, that's good.
That's probably my go-to.
Moscow
actually, yes.
Mules are really underrated. I love them. They're
Yes.
great. I actually had one last night with Ellie. We went to Movie Tavern. We watched Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I watched it twice. She for the first time, obviously. Great movie.
Yeah.
Just
It is
a little teaser for the Marvel episode. Great movie. But mixed drinks, dude. I think you and I should like look into it.
What's your go-to?
My go-to, Moscow Mule, 100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your bitch drink? Maybe you pick any like really like sissy drink. It doesn't even have to be a mixed one. It could just be any alcoholic drink.
My scofflaws that everybody hates.
Oh, really? You love? Oh, yeah.
John and I-
The seltzer thing.
Yeah, John and I love scofflaws.
Oh, strawberry daiquiri is mine. I love
You-
those
oh,
frozen
man.
strawberry daiquiri. Oh man, put me on a beach.
Rum and Coke.
Ugh.
It's not a bitch drink, but I love rum and Coke.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of either.
Or just rum. Just give me some rum. I love rum. Like the darker and the spicier it is, please hit me up.
I hate liquor.
Like Kraken. Oh, so
Ooh,
good.
My old roommate used to make. I think it was
Make?
Make.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was running a distillery in his dorm room.
He would make these mixed drinks. He'd use Kraken, ginger beer, and something else, or like and lime juice. And it was like
Okay.
it was called like a dark and stormy or something like that. Is what he called
Was
it.
it
But
good?
it was so good. It was phenomenal.
Oh, dude, I have to try it.
You need to try that. It's
Text him and get the recipe.
Okay, I will. It was phenomenal. I loved it, and I don't love mixed drinks, but that was good.
We'll run through. We'll do another episode in the near future of our favorite drinks
Maybe we'll mix them.
after we get together, and we'll mix and taste.
Okay.
And we'll do some live on the show. That'd be fun.
Cool.
And we can mix that with a man card after dark. Anyway, future episodes. Hold on. Here we go. Drink sewed.
Get drunk, sewed.
Drink sewed. Okay. Next one on the list. Whistle with your fingers.
No, my fingers aren't made for whistling.
How? These fingers aren't made for whistling, and that's not what I'll do. Okay, remember back to like camp? Like you'd go to like a camp or something, or like you're at like a practice, and the coach or whoever just goes rips into their fingers.
My dad can do it so well.
How? Like it's always been something I wanted to learn.
Yeah,
how to
I don't know how to do it. I can whistle like blowing out and in, like. Yeah, that
Ellie
might sound
can't even
annoying.
whistle.
Yeah, Bella can't really whistle either.
I wonder if it's a girl. Is it a girl thing?
You want to know what else is a girl thing? 100% a girl thing.
What's a girl thing?
And I've tested it, and it's like 99% effective. Ask a girl to flip a coin. They never know how to truly do it. Like, just sit there and go boom and catch and flip. They don't know how to do it.
Really?
Dead ass. When Ellie comes back, ask her to flip a coin.
We'll try it.
Ask her to flip a coin.
I think she might get back before you have to leave.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
I've tested it on at least like 20 girls. They don't know. They'll go like and throw it up and then like not be able to catch or whatever. Like, see if a girl just like, oh, boom, flip it up.
Well, hold on. Hey, ladies that are listening, don't go to YouTube and get a cheat code on how to throw
cheat code
from what Mitchell was just doing. No, I think that happens for a lot of things with when people just aren't equipped with that skill set. Like ask a person who doesn't know how to play basketball or baseball, hey, shoot a shot or throw a baseball, and they go like,
yeah, no idea.
It's like the Sandlot.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, that just brings me up just to defend all the baseball players out there. Baseball players are probably the most universal athletes there are. Correct. A baseball player can play baseball. You put him on a basketball court, he might not be the best basketball player, but he won't look stupid.
Correct.
Football, same thing, won't look stupid. Any other sport. You put a basketball player out there trying to hit a baseball or throw a baseball, look like a dumbass.
Yes, correct.
So
it's actually tragic. And that's one of the reasons why I'm very glad I was raised playing baseball.
Yeah. My son will definitely play baseball.
I think baseball is just, it's a very, as stupid as a lot of people think that it is, because a lot of people think it's a stupid sport.
Yeah.
And I disagree.
Yeah.
It is one of the most hand-eye coordinated
100%.
necessary
100%.
sports.
100%.
It's very technical.
Yes.
For throwing skills, batting skills,
fielding skills,
weight shift skills.
You don't have to be the most athletic person by no means. Look at Prince Fielder. Prince Fielder was like 300 pounds.
Babe Ruth.
Big Poppy.
Fat ass.
Yeah. You don't have to be athletic. You just have to have amazing hand-eye coordination skills. And also just think about it. Physically, one of the hardest things to do, like if you just think about physics in general, hitting a round object with another round object, a bat with a ball.
Yeah. Dude, did you ever do the drills where you had those little tiny wiffle balls that are this big?
And you have to use a broomstick?
Stick?
Yes. Yep.
You'd be nailing those for days.
Yeah, you put anyone else out there, they're missing.
Oh, guaranteed. Every time. Have you seen, do you watch any baseball breakdowns on YouTube?
Sometimes.
So there's this YouTube channel called Jomboy.
Okay.
Look him up, Jomboy, Jomboy. And he, for the longest time, I thought it was John Boy, but there's an M instead of an N. So look it up, and he does breakdown lip readings of all these major baseball plays or whatever that happen now, and he does throwback ones too. Dude, hilarious.
Yeah, I think I've seen.
So funny.
I think I've seen some of them. The voiceover is like,
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's like these coaches getting thrown out. That's a sack of shit, dude.
Oh, yeah. I think I've seen a couple of those. There's another one that's on TikTok or whatever, but he'll commentary basketball, and the guy will do a cool movie. He's like, oh, he does the shimmy shang bang bang wang wang ka-chow, and there goes the white kid off in the distance or whatever, something like that. They'll do things like that. Those are hilarious.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what it is. I think John Boy's the best when it comes to baseball.
Yeah,
I think he does baseball pretty well. But there's this sport. It's called what's the wiffle it's the crazy
blitzball.
Yes,
a blitzball. I used to have some of those. I love those. Those are the coolest.
There's leagues.
Yeah, I know.
And so he's in a league, and they do blitzball tournaments. They're legit.
Yeah. If you've ever had a blitzball, and if you know if you throw a baseball and you throw a curveball, they move. A curveball moves. You watch any type of baseball, it moves. You throw a blitzball the same way, times it by 5. The movement's ridiculous. Literally, you could throw it
behind you, and then it comes
in and hits a strike. Yeah. It's like, how do you hit that shit?
No,
it's ridiculous.
Some people do. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
But here's the thing, though: is you get used to a blitzball. If you play baseball and you get used to a blitzball, and then you come in to play baseball, I feel like you'd be totally thrown. Your mechanics would be all off.
Oh yeah, it'd look like it'd be coming in as a striker. Oh yeah, that's gonna curve way out of the zone, and then boom, it didn't curve. You're
oh, that's right. This is baseball.
Whereas if other way, every time the ball got thrown at you, duck. You'd freak out. Yeah, and it strikes.
Because he does a lot of breakdowns of pitchers, beefs between teams, and he'll give backstory, context, and then he'll say, all right, now here to the situation, throws it at the guy's head, and then they fight, benches empty, and that's so funny. Yeah. It's so good. Look it up. And we'll throw a link down at the bottom to John Boy's page. It's very funny. Worth a watch. The last one we have on the list here, before we talk about YouTube here in the end, gun maintenance and being able to shoot a weapon, like cleaning a gun, maintaining a gun, and shooting a gun. I think that skill is almost all but evaporated from standard use.
Yeah, I know how to shoot a gun.
Like if you just walked up to a random person on the street, how often do you think that they would be able to shoot, take apart, maintain, and put back together a gun?
Okay, so here's what I think with all that. I think more people have guns now. Like, I'd be scared to get in a street fight or whatever with someone because it's not, honestly, I don't think it's fair anymore. I think most people will have a weapon.
Fair anymore.
It's not fair. Like, honestly, when you get into a fight, like if you're just fighting over like a prideful thing, I think there's more of a chance that someone's going to pull a gun on you than just go toe to toe with you fist fight.
Yeah, maybe.
I always worry about that. I always worry about getting in a fight with somebody and them just pulling a weapon.
I don't have that concern because I'm not concerned at myself from getting in fist fights on the street.
You know what? I am when it comes to
now
sometimes.
I'm concerned for you.
Yeah, well, I sometimes don't know when to shut my mouth. But going back to your question, those people that even have guns and know how to clean it and, actually shoot it and...
Yeah.
5%.
I feel like
5%.
Three out of 10 at least would not know how to shoot it. Like in a high pressure situation, would pull it out
and actually look through the sights
and couldn't shoot it.
Yeah.
Either the safety would be on or, what have you. I would honestly, in those situations, I would feel safer in front of them with the gun.
I dare you. Try to hit me. Go on.
It's like Pulp Fiction.
Uh-huh.
When you've seen Pulp Fiction,
nope.
right? Oh my gosh.
Are you surprised?
There's a scene in Pulp Fiction when Samuel Jackson's character, he's getting shot at. And this guy like jumps out of a closet and starts shooting him, and he just stands there, and then he's like basically like traced around
him,
and he's like, okay, and then just shoots him. And like that would be a lot of people.
It would be,
yeah.
They come out and it's like that, and it's like, okay, dude, I'll try.
Oh yeah, shoot, yeah, try to shoot me. It's like, whoosh, whiff, yeah.
Yeah.
Although being shot at, don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take my chances.
I'm good.
On the likelihood that they have been practicing from aiming up here, I don't want to be there.
I don't have the biggest fear.
Yeah.
So as we close out the episode, YouTube, as you mentioned earlier and teased on, it's now one of the biggest search platforms for content and how-to videos.
Of course.
Do you feel that anybody can do any of these things that we said on the list with any kind of proficiency just by watching it on YouTube?
Absolutely. Yep. Yes. I to this day believe if I didn't go to college, I could have taught myself how to code easily simply from YouTube.
Hey, yes, learn to code.
Learn to code. Absolutely. But like I would have gone to like Udemy or something, like an actual course. But if I had someone said YouTube is all you got, teach yourself how to code, you could do it easily.
Like Khan Academy.
100%.
Yeah, you can learn a lot of stuff.
Super easy.
But here's the problem though. And I think this happens with a lot of these different skills like surviving in the wild. I feel like you could watch a lot of stuff on YouTube about surviving in the wild, still get thrown out in the wild and not survive.
Yeah, of course.
I think a lot of that stuff is tribal. Like you need that hands-on mentorship to learn. Yeah. Like a dad teaching you how to change a tire. Like you could learn how to change a tire from on YouTube, but like are you gonna be good at it? Like are you gonna be able to do it?
Well, that's what always bothers me. I think I mentioned it in the past is like my grandfather could go out in the backyard and build a full-on shed deck from scrap wood, nails, and like a drill.
Exactly.
You asked me to do that. I can't even build a birdhouse, honestly.
Yeah.
Like by myself.
No, of course not.
Like, and he doesn't need to look up anything. Like he might look up blueprints or something like that, or he'll look up
like
data
the structural
sheets.
Like measurements.
Yeah, he'll look up things like that.
Nope.
And make it easy. He'll just go in there and do it. Me, no way.
It would take me a long time.
Yeah, same.
To figure it out.
I don't get it. My dad even knows how to do a lot of that stuff. Not necessarily build, but like with electrical things. Like he'll just sit there. Yes, he did computer science, but like I always taught computer engineering, and I'm telling you, I can't build half the shit that he can build with computers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. I think it's absolutely crazy.
I think mentorship and trade skills have been shit on a little too hard. Mm-hmm. And if I had known a little bit more about trade skills and like hands-on work like that, I might have done something different. I don't want to say I would have, but I just feel like I would have been really good with hands-on work and doing that kind of thing. Like owning a business that did X or whatever, and like going out and starting doing that for years and years and years and then building it and growing it. I don't know. I feel like that's crapped on all the time. It's like, oh, what, you just do electrical work? It's like, well, how much do you make?
Yeah.
You know, oh, I make $200,000 a year from my company that does electrical work.
Yeah.
Get out my face.
If I could go back, I wouldn't have done any of that. I just invested in Bitcoin and then wrote it up and then sold it.
Okay, Marty McFly. Let me just steal the sports almanac and just go back in time. Get out of here.
Just go win the lottery.
Oh, man. The lottery? I wish. I don't have to. Nobody got time for that. A friend of mine, he just went out and bought lottery tickets. I think the jackpot's like half a billion.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
My uncle, not really my uncle, but we call him my uncle because he's been in our family for so long. He plays the lottery every single time, gets the same numbers every single time, and he has done it for like the past 10 years. And
wow.
we're waiting for him to win. Because I guarantee you, the second he forgets to play or doesn't play, and
it's going to be
his numbers. Dang. And just imagine being like the next day and seeing your numbers pop up and knowing you didn't buy a ticket and just be like,
that could have been me.
I fucked up.
Although here's what's really going to bake your noodle: if he had picked those numbers that day, would that have actually been the lottery numbers?
True.
You know?
Yeah. Just some aura. The universe just said, "Nah, fuck you, dude.
Exactly."
It ain't happening.
Well. Thank you for tuning into this special long edition of the Friday episode, Man Check. We're glad you tuned in. Obviously, we don't know how to do everything on the skills list, but hopefully we will soon. Check out mancardpodcast.com, mancardpod@gmail.com. Hit us up, let us know, buy some merch, and we'll see you on Monday.
Buy the merch.